I promised myself to post videos every 2 days for the next upcoming 9 months. I started this challenge on December the 11th of 2025, and I already skipped one day. I skipped that day because I didn't know what to say, and today I just wanted to create something to not miss 2 days. Even though I am in mourning, I just lost my grandmother, who is my mother figure in my life. She raised me, she gave me self confidence, she told me to speak my mind, to be curious. She was a Catholic, and I'm not religious, I'm more spiritual, but she always let me do what I wanted. She always accepted me. She loves me unconditionally. And I just am really sad right now. She was a Gemini, and I have my moon in Gemini. So she is represented by my moon directly. And I haven't even watched my transits and all of that because I'm obviously not in the mind to do that. But I just wanted to make this video honestly just to say what I want to say. Nobody's probably gonna watch this at the time that I post it, and it's okay. I accept it. Just like a lot of my videos, I don't have a lot of hopes for that. I just wanted to do it anyway. So I'm just really sad, honestly, because I shared a lot of my happy memories with her. She was extremely funny. She always made me laugh, and even when she wasn't okay with what I was doing, she would always tell me, but she would never condemn me. She would never like push me away and make me feel like I am unworthy of being loved just because I didn't do what she wanted me to do or she expected me to do or etc. Like some parents do. She never did that. She was always very gentle, give me advice, always support me. Of course, she will always tell me what she thought I should do, but then just let me be. And I feel like this is the type of parent that I want to be. I have a daughter too. Now she's 2 and she's a Gemini, and hopefully we're gonna have a great relationship, at least more like the one I had with her. I'm just very sad. Um, She had her moon in, I think it was in Sagittarius or Taurus, I don't know. But her moon, no, it was in Sagittarius. I remember now. And she was very frank, and she was so talkative. Oh my God, my grandmother, first of all, she was very educated because we come from a very poor family on my mother's side, and like extremely poor, like miserable. And my grandmother was a beautiful woman. I might put a picture of her somewhere. And what actually made her escape from that poverty was her intelligence. She used her brain. Of course, she used her beauty too, but it was mainly her brain. Like, she raised herself, she went to school, she was working. At the time when she was born, I think she was born on 54 or 56, if I remember right. And she was born in Cameroon, of course. And at that time, women were not really. Um, Women were not really considered like all these feminist things that we have today. Like they have to go to school, and they can make their own money, etc. She was incentivized to marry, to have children, etc. But what actually made her escape poverty the first time was school. She went to school. She was excellent at school, especially in languages, and she actually became a French teacher. And after that, she married my grandfather, who was very abusive physically with her, or most likely verbally too, and probably also sexually. And he really made her miserable. He really made her lose all most of her beauty. And he used to beat her, as one of my uncle used to say, but she never stopped speaking her mind. And actually, the day when he died in an accident, he refused to follow one of my grandmother's advice. and he was actually going to impose her polygamy, like another wife, and she said no, and he did it anyway. And I think the legend says that the day he died, he was going to introduce himself to that other woman's spirit, and that's when he died. He died in a train accident, like he was decapitated or something. Like I don't know how to say that in English, but basically he had a train accident and he died in the moment. And my grandmother became a widow at 39, and she had 4 kids to support. I mean, 3 kids out of her womb and 4 kids to support. But I don't know what she did exactly at that period. I never really asked her, but from the time when I was born, my grandmother always had a business. She always had some source of income. Like, she was never a beggar. Even when there was a time when the first time when I went in Cameroon, I had some money, and you know, you could see that, and she never asked me for anything out of my pockets. Like, she never asked me to build her a house or send her luxury stuff, etc., as some of my other uncles and cousins would do. Um, and she always asked me things that were of my age, like bring me a perfume, um, bring me like a scarf or something, bring me a magazine, stuff that were really on my budget. And when I had less money, last time I went, it was on June. I think it was so now in December, it was almost 6 months ago. Um, I didn't have any money at all, and she never asked me. She never made me feel like I was less important or less deserving of her love or attention because I didn't have money. She was of course disappointed. She would have loved to have something, but she has a daughter to count on, my mother, and so yeah, and she met my daughter, who is actually her first grandchildren, because um that came out of her womb. Like, I was her first granddaughter, and my daughter is her first great granddaughter. So yeah, I think she was very happy to see her, and we had a great time last time I saw her. And I mean, we were in like a cold relationship a little bit, because she always wanted me to speak to my mother and to be in good terms with my mother. And my mother have stopped being a good mother for me for a very long time. Like, I'm 26 right now, and I estimate that she has stopped being my mother since I'm 12, basically. She became like my rival, or she became my torturer. She became like, I don't know. She became. Maybe I will talk about that in details one day. I don't know, in a book or something. Um, and relating to astrology, because I just don't feel like talking about stuff like that anyway. But yeah, we were in good terms, and I decided 6 months ago that I would stop talking to her, because anytime that I talk to her, she would update my mother about what I'm doing. And I stopped talking to my mother a year ago. I do not want her anywhere near me or my daughter ever again. So um, it was a very difficult decision, because I always went back and forth with my grandmother, because I always want to know what she's doing. Is she okay? Is she safe? Does she need something, etc.? Even though I don't have much, but always calling her, that's something that she really appreciates. She has a Sagittarius moon. So the fact that I care about her, that I show her attention, that was something that she really valued. And then it was just enough for her. So the fact that I stopped talking for her for 6 months, it's actually the longest time that I stopped talking to her, was devastating for me, but it was necessary, and I don't regret it. It's just that it's a sad way of a sad last memory, and but I don't think she will mind. She just loves me so much, and I love her very much too. And I feel very empty right now. It was yesterday, and but I made this commitment because life has to move on. She would have loved to see this channel just blow up, and because she always encouraged me, she always admired me for learning English because she couldn't do it in her life, and she always uh, just celebrated the little accomplishment that I made in my life. You know, she was always there, and it's just I I don't know, but I will be fine. It's just I'm gonna be okay. I need to sleep. I am going to get some ice cream, some hamburger, and a lot of cheese, etc. And I probably make some crepes because she's the one who taught me how to do crepes, and that's the first dish that I made. So anytime I would do crepe or eat crepe, I would always think about her. I mainly have happy memories with her, you know. So I think the sad ones would go with time, but it's just right now it's very too fresh. And like I said, I made this challenge, and I have to honor it. Maybe it's my Capricorn sun, I'm too hard with myself, but it's just the way I am. And actually, the moon is in Capricorn right now. Anyway, I'm going to sleep. I'm going to go out, and I will be back. So this is not like I said, it's not a constant state of me. It's just I'm a human, you know. And well, anyway, see you in the next video. Bye.